Three player props in the Chiefs and Cowboys game that you will not want to miss. All kinds of great information, guys. Also, just getting you ready for what is going to be a huge day of football. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys out there. Wishing you a great day with friends, family, loved ones, and also a ton of great food and hopefully some winners as well. We are going to give you three picks for the Chiefs and Cowboys game. Also mention a great deal we have going at WagerTalk in the meantime. Before I jump into that, though, I got to mention about a plus 27 unit run as far as NFL player props are concerned. It's been an awesome run in the NFL. We've been doing very, very well with these player props. 4%, 5%, 3%, small plays, big plays. These player props have been great using different tools to help me match up analyzing, and these are really good for days like Thanksgiving. And I'm telling you, we've got receiving props, we've got rushing props, and I've got anytime touchdown scoring props getting out to clients. Also, a great deal going for 30 days NHL player props, 30 days NFL player props, all in one package for only $69. Let's get to some plays here, guys. We got a great website here, hofbets.com, hallofameapp.com, hofapp.com. And I love using HOF. We are going to use this software to help us with our plays, to help us be smarter bettors. First and foremost, before we jump into our player props, let's look at the matchup here in this one. And I'll tell you what, looking at this Chiefs team right now, 5th in total yards, 12th in total touchdowns, 2nd in passing yards, 14th in rushing yards. But looking at that Cowboys defense, 29th ranked in total yards allowed, 31st in total touchdowns, 30th in passing yards, 22nd in rushing yards, 31st in passing touchdowns. You guys get the gist of it. We switch things around a little bit and look at the Kansas City Chiefs side of things here. We see 6th in total yards allowed, 5th in total touchdowns allowed, 8th in rushing yards allowed, 5th in passing touchdowns. This team has been pretty strong. But I have a prop I want to start things off with, guys. And of course, we are going to just expose some of the weaknesses for these teams. And I will tell you, I've been able to make money, whether it be on or against this Cowboys team. But when it ultimately comes down to it, we got to start things off with Patrick Mahomes. When you look at the start of this week, people were not sure of his status, his health, how he was doing. A little bit of a small injury. Looks like he's fine. He's going to be good to go. They're going to be fired up to do it, to have him out there for this Thanksgiving matchup. And, compared to years past, this is a very important game for the Kansas City Chiefs. And when I look at this spread, I do think the Cowboys can keep things close. But a lot of that's due to their offense. When you look at their defense, as mentioned, and looking at the previous segment, 31st in the league in passing yards allowed. It's just abysmal. Every single quarterback, no matter who you are, is putting up numbers against the Dallas Cowboys. Now looking at these numbers, it's just been super impressive to see what we've gotten out of Patrick Mahomes over the past few weeks. Now he gets the chance to go up against the Dallas Cowboys. 352 yards in his last outing, 276 before that. Little hiccup in that game before that, but 286, 299, 318. We have seen him get up to some of these great numbers. In this first bet, guys, I am looking at Patrick Mahomes to get at least 275.5 passing yards. You can single bet this. You can put him in your fantasy lineups, put him in your prize picks, put him in your underdogs, put him in whatever you are looking at, but using HOF app and researching this game and looking at some of the matchups, this is a spot where you just have to continue to back quarterback passing yards against the Dallas Cowboys defense. Until their defense gets better, teams are going to continue to throw against them. And let's be honest, although the Chiefs have tried to get the run game going a bit more, they have been an extreme high volume passing team this season. There hasn't really been much from them as far as their running game is concerned. So the first play, guys, I will tell you, is Patrick Mahomes, 275 plus passing yards. We're hoping to get things started with Thanksgiving with a big day from Patrick Mahomes. And I'll tell you what, guys, you can fade this Cowboys defense in all kinds of different ways, but if we're going to look at receivers, we might as well look at Patrick Mahomes himself. Guys, we have a great deal going right now. 7 days, all sports, $67. Look, sometimes we get deals like this for one sport as it is. NHL, NFL, NBA. This is a $67 deal. You can get my college basketball. You can get my NHL. You can get my NFL and anything I release across multiple sports in one package at wt.buzz/am. Once again, that's wt.buzz/am. And I've got 2 4% prop plays, 2 4% prop plays, 1 side play, and 1 total play so far in NFL action for Thanksgiving. So I know you guys are excited, as am I, for a huge slate. Several games tomorrow. Looking forward to it. You guys can join me, though, for the next 7 days. So we won't put all the pressure on just one day. Next 7 days. And I'll tell you, Friday is a huge NHL slate. We got college basketball action on Saturday, as well as NHL. And then I'll get back on track with NFL once again on Sunday. So no promo code needed whatsoever. Go to wt.buzz/am, and you guys can take advantage of the Thanksgiving special at WagerTalk.com. All right, let's head back here and take a look at our next one that we are going to look at. And I know, guys, you're saying, okay, if you're taking Patrick Mahomes, then who's someone that you're going to look to when it comes to the receiving end? Well, look, we got to look to the guy that's got the all-time touchdown leaders. We got to look to Patrick Mahomes' good buddy, and you guys know who I'm going to go to when it comes to this. It's maybe an obvious play. You call it what you want to here. I'm taking Travis Kelce to get at least 60 yards. Now, this is a team that, of course, is 31st in passing yards and receiving yards allowed. 21st, though, against tight ends. So there's a little bit of a drop-off, but still 21st against tight end. This is a Cowboys defense that you want to fade. You want to find guys that are going to get the ball. You want to find guys that have high volume. That's the case here with Travis Kelce. Looking at some of the games for him recently, you know, he has been on fire, but more importantly, he is getting the targets. And that's what I want to see against a Dallas Cowboys defense. The last game, we did see him miss. Before that, 91 yards, 66 yards, 99 yards. This is a spot to look towards Travis Kelce. As mentioned, we've got a Dallas Cowboys defense ranked 21st in the league against tight ends. This is a team that he does quite well against, and I do think that Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to find his good buddy quite a bit. Now, looking at some of these matchups we've seen with the Chiefs and the Cowboys, I do think that the tight end position is going to be a great spot for us to go to, so I will look towards him. Now, speaking of tight ends, guys, I'm going to keep this one nice and simple for you. We are looking at another tight end, and that's going to be Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson's a guy I'm looking for because looking at this Dallas Cowboys team and looking at the defense of the Chiefs, as I talked about at the start of the video, they're solid all over. They're solid with their passing defense. They're solid, especially with their rushing defense. But this Chiefs team is 7th overall in the league in receiving yards allowed. 7th overall, all right? But they're 16th ranked against tight ends. So that's a little bit of a difference. You look at receivers overall, receiving yards overall, but then you look at the tight end position, and they're 16th overall in the league. Now, for me, when I look at Jake Ferguson, I want to look at volume. I want to look at how much he's getting the ball. He's coming off a game with 6 targets, 5 catches, 60 yards, and a 24-21 win over the Eagles. He's an extremely important part, and especially if we do have any injuries. George Pickens, a little bit banged up. I think he should be good to go, but regardless, we should see that target share be spread around even more. And if we're seeing a guy like Jake Ferguson getting 6 targets, that works out really well for us. So for me, when I look at this, I'm looking at him to go over his yardage. And I think that for me, when you're looking at the alternate numbers, I was happy to look at 40 plus, 50 plus, and get some really good plus money. But Jake Ferguson, a guy coming off some pretty good outings. His receptions, he's got 9 receptions overall last 2 games, but the targets are what I'm looking for most of all. He's got a combined, 10 targets last little while here, past couple games. And looking at similar receivers, similar tight ends against the Chiefs that have done very, very well in the past, that I think that they could be able to do well against. We've seen tight ends get 7 targets, 6 targets, 6 targets, 6 targets, 8 targets against this Chiefs team. So although they're pretty good overall against receivers, tight ends have had success against the Kansas City Chiefs. So this will be a client play. This is something I'm certainly looking at. Guys, Dalton Kincaid, he dropped 101 yards on this Chiefs team. Warren dropped 45 yards. There's a lot of different opportunities for us to look at it, but if you can bet the line and the regular number, then you can do a little bit of a ladder at 40 plus, 45, 50, whatever you like, but I do think it is a Jake Ferguson day. That will do it for the video. Those are 3 picks that I like, guys. Once again, take advantage. Get 7 days of all sports for $67. There's no point in buying one play. You buy one specific play from a handicapper, and you're banking on that one play, that one day being accurate. You buy 7 days from a handicapper, you're going to get every sport they release. You're going to watch them beat the line, beat the opening number, get the best price you possibly can, beat the closing number. This, to me, is what you want to be getting involved in. 7 days, all sports, $67, Thanksgiving special, WT.buzz/AM. We've got Patrick Mahomes. We've got Travis Kelce and Jake Ferguson. Let's hope for a good day for both tight ends in that matchup. And I'll tell you what, I do lean towards the Cowboys side. If you can get that 3.5, I'm interested. If you guys want to sign up at hofapp.com, make sure you use the promo code Andrew. Promo code Andrew gets you guys a free 7 days and half off your first subscription. Once again, hofapp.com. You guys can use that promo code Andrew and get half off your first subscription and a free 7-day trial. Thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys next time.